Hi guys, Stephen Palmer here, Michael Campbell Golf Academy. Get this question quite a lot, and it's about how many wedges do you need? We see players sometimes with 3, 4, sometimes even 5 wedges in the bag. So how many do you need? Well, first of all, you've just got to ask yourself a few simple questions. The first one is really, do you need any additional long clubs in the bag? So bearing in mind you're only allowed to carry 14 clubs. If you have lots of wedges, that's not going to leave you much room at the other end of the bag. So for example, if you want to carry a driver, a 3-wood, a 5-wood and a 7-wood and then a 4-iron, for example, you don't have the room at the other end of the bag to carry a 60 degree, a 56, a 52, a 48. So you've got to make the decision somewhere. You can't just load up your bag, obviously. So that is a decision that you have to make. For example, my best club in my bag is my 3-iron. I just love it. I use it a lot, but then I don't want to have to sacrifice my 5-wood as well, because it's an equally valuable club to me. So because I want to carry a 5-wood and a 3-iron, it means that I can only carry my pitching wedge plus 2 additional sand wedges, which is a way of making up the set. So the second thing to ask yourself is, do you have an even gap between your clubs? You want to try and hit all of your clubs and see if you have, there'll often be a fairly big gap between the driver and the 3-wood, because the driver is just designed to go as far as possible. But between every other club, all the way down to the sand wedge, there should be a fairly even gap between each club. So that's something to think about as well. If you've got maybe a huge gap, maybe you've got a 3-wood and then a 4-iron, for example, you might have a big gap in there. Or at the other end of the bag, if you only got a pitching wedge and then 1 sand wedge, you might have a huge gap between your pitching wedge and sand wedge that makes it difficult to get the ball close when you're in that middle range, that maybe, whatever that may be for you, maybe 100 yards to 80 yards, maybe whatever that middle range is for you at the other end of the bag, at the short end. Another question you can ask yourself is, are you good at, or do you enjoy manufacturing shots? So if you like playing those, those little knockdowns, or you like to maybe hit a little low punch in there, and then you maybe like to hit a higher one, or a cut or a draw to change the distance and the trajectory. If you quite like doing that and you're quite good at it, then maybe you don't need so many extra wedges. You might be able to hit all of those different shots with a selection of 2 or 3 wedges instead of 3, 4 or 5 wedges. So that's really the basis of this video. It is a very personal thing, but they are the fundamental things that you want to look for. I hope you enjoyed that. The next video is going to be about how to choose the right wedges for your game. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you in the next video.